Okay. Earlier, we would have discussed a few topics with regard to human resource management. We would have seen certain topics like training and development. What is the role of HR department as far as training sessions are concerned? So today's topic is about social cost benefit analysis. We would be trying to look into the basic and introductory aspects of cost benefit analysis, as well as in what sense cost benefit analysis is different from social cost benefit analysis. So basically, in order to understand what social cost benefit analysis is, we need to relate it to the commercial aspect of cost benefit analysis. So when we talk about cost benefit analysis, it is any management tool companies would use to understand the commercial viability or the ability of the company to make a financial gains through conduct of a any project that they have undertaken for a client. So in that sense, what companies usually do, they try to uh, understand what are the benefits that the company is going to gain and what is the cost that the company is going to incur or going to expend on the particular project. So it is basically a ratio which gives the management team of how profitable the company's project would be. So basically, the benefits are estimated over the expenditure that the company performs. Okay, so in cost benefit analysis, it is, even though it is a successful model, there are certain reasons why the imperfections of the social cost, imperfections of cost benefit analysis need to be taken care of in order to understand every aspect of the project. So there are some deficiency as far as the cost benefit analysis are concerned. It is these areas that the social cost benefit analysis tends to cover. So basically, some of the common imperfections or common demerits or common gap areas of cost benefit analysis would be an absent market. Absent market in the sense when the company's product or project as such does not have any end users or end buyers or customers to whom the project is going to serve the purpose. So if there is no demand or there is no existentiality for the product, or the market as such is not a developed one for the company's product or project what the company is doing, in that sense we call it as an absent marketism. So when the market is as such not developed, or the market is not a mature market for the particular project or product what the company is dealing into, in that sense we are not able to properly estimate the cost or benefit analysis. So that is one demerit as far as cost benefit analysis is concerned. The other demerit is usually the commercial projects that are undertaken by the company are taken up purely for the purpose of profitability. When the companies estimate the profitability of the projects, they try to negate the other aspects, other intangible aspects, such as the impact on the ecology, the damage what the project is going to uh, incur on the ecology, or the environmental aspects about the project. So these intangible aspects or the unseen areas or unforeseen areas as far as any project is being taken care by the social cost benefit analysis. Another area of imperfection or another area of concern as far as the cost benefit analysis is the measurability of the welfare of the society. In what relatively what is the benefits that the company's project or proposed project is going to have an impact on the society's welfare. So again, it is an intangible aspect which is very difficult to be measured. In that sense, social cost benefit analysis is able to negate the aspect of measurability of the intangible uncertainties. So here, when we talk about uncertainties of any commercial project, one aspect which comes into the picture is the shadow pricing. So shadow pricing is nothing but all the cost involved in the uh, uh, all the costs that is involved in the project are known to the company. There are areas which are still unknown, or there are areas which are not been estimated by the project managers, or it is not considered while the estimates or budgets for the project are prepared. So those shadow areas or unforeseen areas, or areas where contingencies are not being developed, areas where there are exposure to risks are higher. So such areas are called as shadow areas, and the prices or the cost that is connected to these unexposed areas are called as shadow pricing. So these areas are often unseen by the project managers when they prepare the estimates for the project, or when they are concerned with the financial budget proposals. So shadow pricing is one area where the social cost benefit analysis try to throw light upon. The areas are usually intangible in nature, like earlier we discussed about the welfare of the society. Earlier we discussed about the ecological impact what a commercial project would have on the ecology of the society. So these are all areas that are intangible. Even though the project could be profitable and commercially viable, the unseen areas are usually unnoticed because the impact is not immediate on the society. The impacts are prolonged over a longer period. So it is very difficult to be noticed when the commercial estimation is being prepared. That is where the social cost benefit analysis comes into the picture. Social cost benefit analysis gives the uh, project managers an idea of how the uh, project is going to have an impact over the society, and in what way the benefits outweigh the cost incurred by the companies. So socially, in sense, this social cost benefit analysis nowadays are utilized for most of the public sector projects. Most of the projects which are having an impact on the society, or when the areas of concern is predominantly higher when compared to the cost that the either the government or the company is going to incur. So whenever there is an area of uncertainty involved to the society or the ecology of the environment, the social cost benefit analysis is applied rather than just looking at the commercial aspects about the project. Now we'll try to see why it is beneficial to study the social cost benefit analysis in addition to the commercial aspects of the cost benefit analysis. So the first aspect is companies work on this principle framework about reaping profits or making profits about any work that the company undertakes. Any company that exists in the market lies on the fundamentals of working on the needs and wants of the customers, trying to capitalize on the existing market deficiencies, trying to avoid the taxes, or trying to gain more access to the subsidies that the governments provide, thereby trying to reap profits or improve the profitability stance of the company. So basically, any company that is into commercial existence is predominantly looking at improving its financial ratios, improving its bottom line, improving its cash liquidity at any expense, even at cost of doing damage to the society's welfare in the longer run. So that is where social cost benefit analysis has become an impeccable management tool for studying those areas, those unexposed areas of intangible nature, which is not immediately noticed but has a larger impact over the society's welfare. So, having understood what social cost benefit analysis is, we'll try to see what is its importance, what is its relevance as far as companies are concerned, as far as the society as such is concerned. So, when we are talking about the intangible aspects about any project, these intangible aspects come with a unseen cost, what we call as referred to as shadow prices or shadow costing in the unseen for unforeseen areas. So what the this particular tool does is the management is able to ascertain certain measurement unit to the unseen, intangible areas. So there is a measurement unit which is put on all the intangible aspects as well as on the commercial aspects. It is a common unit of measurement which is assigned to both commercial aspects of the project as well as the intangible aspects of the project. So what this does is, using a common unit of measurement, the company is able to weigh the performance of the project with considering all the concerns of the society as well as the commercial success of the project, because companies do not take up any projects if there is no commercial viability or any profit gains for the companies are ensured. But on the other hand, it is the government's duty or the institutional body's responsibility of taking care of all the societal disturbances or societal damages that the project is doing may be seen in the future. So, by issuing a common unit of measurement to both the intangible aspects as well as the commercial aspects, companies are able to measure the ratio of cost to the benefits that the project is able to bring in. So, that is the first aspect. There is a common unit of measurement that can be established over both the tangible as well as intangible aspects for the project. Another aspect is, just like cost benefit analysis, the enhanced version of a social cost benefit analysis is able to give guideline reference to the management team about the alternatives available. So, among the given alternatives for a particular project aspect, companies are able to weigh the benefit ratio to the cost that the company would be expending, or what is the damages that the project undertaken would be causing to the society or the ecology in the market. So, available alternatives are measured with a common unit of measurement. So that is again one of the additional value added propositions that is put forward by the social cost benefit analysis. Now we need to understand, whenever any project that is undertaken in a given dynamic market, we always see that there is some level of impact which is being done on the ecology of the market or the environment of the market. Some are having an impact which is visible immediately. Other largely other projects have impacts which are seen or have impacts over the time period. That is, the impact is as such not visible immediately. So, this particular tool supports the management in estimating the damages that is done on the society or the ecology of the market on an immediate basis or even before the start of the project. Most of such problems are already maybe known to you. Some of it is like damages or the irreversible changes that is brought upon on the resources. Now, the social cost benefit analysis has two basic approaches. Both the approaches have a similar line of implementing the project, except there are minor variations. One is called as the UNIDO approach, and another is called as Little Mirrors approach. Both the approaches were developed by the respective institution or the people concerned. Both the approaches have common purpose, but the implementation methodology is different. In this particular video, we are not getting into the in-depth performance or implementation of how the different approaches work upon.